Hello to my future millionaires out there, to all the people listening today. We have a guest that wants to talk to us about men's mental health, manhood, men's life after heartbreak, divorce, separation, and men's relationship in all areas, as well as men's healing. Jonathan Mayo is an
Yeah,
affirmation coach, and he teaches helping men to navigate through adversity and learning to speak life into themselves, to become a better man in all areas in life, and attract what they want to become, and not care about what society and other people think
yes,
about his success and his walk through men's relationships and doing the work to heal in a healthy way. He teaches through the Bible and other tools to make healing and emotions easy to understand. I want to welcome to the Millionaire by Morning show Jonathan Mayo, CEO of Speak Life to Me LLC, affirmation coach and teacher. Welcome, Jonathan.
let's go. Hey, good seeing y'all today. How y'all doing today? Let's go.
Yeah, man, let's get it started. I want to thank you for coming on today. And
Mhm.
these are sure enough some topics that we need to discuss and,
Yes,
bring
yes,
to the
yes.
forefront and continue to
hmm
talk about. So I guess I'll ask first and foremost, what made you want to jump out there and take this role on?
The reason it's because of my experience and what I've been through, and I just see like I feel like the mind is important. So once you get that mind right, you get that straight and get focused on what you're trying to do, and you start speaking life into yourself, and you start doing the work for yourself. You show up different. You be a different man. You talk different. You show up in your life different. You show up for your family different, and you just do things just different on a whole nother level. And now you're to the point you don't really care what people think or how they feel about you, but you still continue to show up and be the best man you can be.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I so on this show, I kind of have a conversation, and it kind of it always works out because you can kind of see where the
Yeah.
person got the passion from
Yeah.
and what it has led them to. So if you
Right.
could tell us about a little bit about your past, that maybe if you had someone like you're doing now would have came into an important role in your past.
Basically in my past, I've been in okay, I've been divorced, had anxiety, depression, went through suicidal ideation, through relationships, jobs, church, and these things like that. So basically after I had a horrible divorce. So once I got out of there, I said, man, what is this pattern? What is this cycle? Why I keep going through this in relationships? So I said, Lord, what I need to do. So basically, I literally honed in and did the work and like, yo, let me go to therapy. Let me go talk to somebody. And then I started reading books. And I started really being aware of who I am as a man. So I read this book called by Eric Thomas called You Owe You. That book changed my life. It was to the point it said you owe it to yourself to be the best version of you, regardless of what it looks like. I don't care what people say, how what they look like, or how I feel, because you owe it to yourself so you can show up different. So you need to become what you need to be so you can show up differently. Because once you become, you're that person. You're not changing for nobody, and nobody can change you. So that really changed my life, and read a couple of other books too. I read this other book called Unsafe People. So I had to be safe to myself first before I can be safe for other people and other things. And I learned so much from reading these books and self help books, and of course reading the Bible, of course. But it's helped me to be this person I am today. I mean, I'm telling you, I show up so different, bro. People just like who is this person? Like I communicate so well. I do things, and it's not even bragging or boasting. It's all what God has put on me. It's this mantle helping these men heal and show their emotions, but still be a man, a masculine man. And he can hone his emotions. He can show up, be different, and be healthy and heal. I always say this: healing is the new sexy.
I heard that, man.
Yeah.
Um, so I see you didn't name your business that. The
Oh,
name of your business, Speak Life to Me.
yeah.
Where did that derive from?
That came from a place when I was so low to the point that I was I had to speak life to myself. Like I literally had to tell myself, get up, let's go. I'll say scriptures over myself. I say my famous one is say, life is good, but it only gets better. Like that's my quote. Life is good, but it only gets better. Because life it can bring you down, but it's gonna get better the next day, regardless. And my song that I listen to when I do get down in them down moments is by Ty Tribbett, uh One Night Only. So you have one, you sleep that night, and you might have trouble doing that day, and you sleep. But early in the morning, you get up, it's a new day. It's a new day every single day. So I had to speak life to myself every single day, work on myself every day. So I told myself, you're talented, you're gifted, you are you are a man of God, you are cared for, you're loved for. I had to literally speak these things on me. So I started to become these things. Even when I said I had to forgive my ex, I had to say become forgiving. And I actually became forgiving when it came
Right.
up, when it showed up. Like I had to like literally speak life back into myself. I had to pour back into myself and really hone it. Now I love myself. Now I care myself. Now I'm so full. I can give it out now.
Hey, um, I don't know if you noticed, but what you just explained is the reasoning behind Millionaire by Morning.
Mm,
Because you
mhm.
go through it at night, but guess what? That next morning, you can wake up feeling like a millionaire. You just have to go
Mhm.
out and try to get it.
Mhm.
But you might have you have a bad day. We all have bad days. A lot of us have been broke. Been deep
Yeah.
into debt. But there's things that you can do throughout the day. There's no telling what that day may go like or what that day may be. But
Mhm.
if you wake up that next morning, you have another chance.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's an awesome thing, man. When you really think about it, um, no matter how far you dig yourself into a ditch, no matter how far how rough it gets,
Right. Right.
it could be a turnaround. The next day could
Mhm.
be sunny.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
really, too, I'm gonna say this with the speak life thing to me. I remember this session I had in therapy. So I was talking to my therapist, and I was like going through the trauma part and going through all that. And I said, "Man, I'm feeling this is how I'm feeling." And my therapist literally paused, and he said, "Brother, I know your whole life you felt like you wasn't enough." I said, "Oh," I said, "You're right." And I was like, my whole life, I never felt like I was enough. And I took that thing and run me, and I just started saying, "You are enough. You are enough." So
Yeah.
sometimes that's what speak life came to me too, because I was like, one word can change your perspective. Even if you
Right.
said, like you said, I'm a millionaire. You keep saying that, you don't have no choice but to be it. And then now you going towards it. Now you starting to be it. Now you starting to become it. Now you start to be around people that's millionaires. Now that you start to attract it now because you spoke it. Because that same thing
Right.
what God did when He said when He spoke life to the earth. He said, "Let there be light." That's us. Let there be light, and it just came because He became that, and it just came. So that same thing with us. When we say what we want and we believe it in our heart and our mind, we're gonna get it regardless. I'm gonna be rich. I say that to myself. I'm gonna be rich. I might not got it right now, but I'm living in it now. I might not
Right.
got there yet. I might not see the money. It's in my bank account right now. It's in my bank account right now. Just know that it's in your bank account right now. It's because it's in that
Yeah.
mind. Because you're already thinking it. You're already believing it. Once you think it and believe it, it got to come forth because you believe it. It's automatically gonna be attracted to you.
Law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
So for anyone out there that's listening, what Jonathan is explaining right now is exactly what he coaches, which is the power of affirmations, the power of speaking things into existence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you could probably explain the definition of it better. You're giving examples. I
Yeah.
just wanted to plug that right quick while you was giving examples. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But if you want to kind of expand
Okay.
on, affirmation coaching
Yeah.
and what it is that you do, go right ahead.
Yeah, so with the affirmation coaches, like when I'm coaching, I use affirmations. So you have in your head that you continue to say over and over. It could be one, it could be two, it could be three. It doesn't matter what it is, because even with your emotional healing and um, emotional health, um, it's kind of like you need that in your mind and stick in your brain saying, I am healed. Um, I am enough. Like even just saying that, just saying I'm enough, that's even enough to say, man, I I I can heal. I'm good enough to be healed. I'm enough to be this person. I'm enough to be whole. I'm enough to be cared for. So you are enough at the end of the day, and you just need to know that for yourself, and you believe it, and you continue to keep saying it over and over and over and over. It's gonna stick, And no, and the thing is, nobody gonna be able to take that away from you because you want
Right,
things in you that people can't take away. I mean, of course, money can be taken away, or a car can be taken away, but nobody can take that mindset. That's why they say mind is a terrible thing to waste, and that's literally what it is. Because once you do something that take that mind away, it can be over for you, and you want to continue to heal and grow, especially through anxiety, depression. You want to have the right mind of thoughts, but also you need to speak them too. You need to say it. Like I literally had to say, I know anxiety is on me right now, but I'm good. I'm straight. Like, I had to literally talk to myself when I have I had anxiety or I felt depressed. I literally had to like talk myself through it and say, "You good? Calm down. Ain't nothing happening right now. You
right,
okay? Even though your bank is low, uh, it's still okay." But then I had to change my perspective and looked at my words too. I made sure I looked at my words of how I said things too, because you say things, especially when you say I'm broke, that's most likely what's going to happen. But if you say I'm not, I got the money in my bank right now, it's on its way. It's drafting right now. You change your mindset and your perspective.
right. That perspective is something, man. It shows
Mm,
up in all kinds of different ways.
mhm,
And, to expound on what you said, it's once you believe it, it ends up basically being inside of you. And that
mhm,
is what you become. You become
mhm,
that person. So it's
mhm.
hard to change. It's hard to change that the person that you have become. It's like a
Ooh,
lifestyle change.
mm,
Once you
hard,
once you
very
switch over,
hard.
once you hit a switch,
Mhm,
once you see the light, there's no going back. There's no turning back. So
mm-mm,
that's one reason they say that if you can take a millionaire can go broke and he'll end up having a million again.
mhm,
That's
mm,
because he has trained himself. He knows how to not only how to make a million, but he knows he's not going back to making six figures.
right,
You know,
right.
because that's not who he is.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm,
and that's
mhm.
just the basis of affirmations and becoming. Once you
Yeah,
become, hey, the world is your playground.
yeah. It is. Definitely is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I definitely believe that. Definitely believe that, my whole
Let me ask you this: you
heart. Mhm.
mentioned ET. I'm familiar with ET. Who are some
Uh-huh.
of the other people that you're following right now?
I listen to Eric Thomas. I like Inky Johnson, Jeremy Anderson. Um, who else I listen to? I now read a lot of books too. So Les Brown, he good. Um, shoot, hell, I listen to myself too. So yeah, yeah, like I listen to some people that they have helped me along the way, but more I had to get my voice. You know what I'm saying? I hear me and know my voice because even though sometimes they're more there too to help you to get along your path, your journey. Because sometimes I remember one time I was in actually barber school. I was about to quit. I literally was about to quit. I ain't had no job, wife, kid, just trying to make it through. And Eric told me like I was literally about to give up. I was like, I don't want to do this no more. And I listened to him, and he said, don't, he said, why give up? Go ahead and get the reward. And I mean, I was halfway done with school and I'm about to give up. He said, why would you go all the way here and get to this point and turn back around? He said, you might as well go ahead and get the reward. I said, oh, that changed my whole mindset. Like with anything, like anything you continuously do and you don't see the fruit yet, just continue to keep going because the harvest is going to come. It's going to come one day. It might take um, a day, it might take a month, it might take a year, it might take 2 years, but that is going to come because you're doing the work. It's eventually going to come. And that same thing with being a millionaire. Like once you make $100, $200, $1,000, 100K, eventually you're gonna get there. You just gotta continue to keep going. So especially if you're making 500K a year, you halfway there. So don't give up. Keep going. You gotta get that reward.
Yeah, man. It's all about you want to get that snowball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, your momentum. As long as you can keep that momentum, and I know they teach about this just to prove. I mean, improve 1% each day. You know, it
Yeah.
just continues to grow. It continues to snowball and
Yeah.
compound, like they say.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I see that you are into speak life to me. Is it also like motivational speaking?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit like that
Okay,
too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you are putting together any tours, or are you doing anything to where you'll be
I'm getting some stuff together now. Yeah, for probably for 2024. Definitely for 2024.
2024? Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, cool, man. Um, I actually sat in on one of uh, Anderson's trainings.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, and he's very motivational, man. And he was saying
yeah,
about the speaking engagements, and
yeah,
and that is something that that will get you into the spirit of being an expert,
yeah,
um, and kind of get that snowball rolling as well.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah. And I'm working on a book too. So yeah.
Okay, cool, cool, man. All right. Well, so for the people that's listening out there that want to follow you, where can they find you
You can find me on Facebook, Jonathan Mayo, and you can also give me Speak Life to Me. Um, I'm on Instagram too, Speak Life to Me. Yeah, Speak Life. Yeah, so it's all Speak Life, all platforms. So that's where you can find me at, and especially Jonathan Mayo. I'm definitely up there active and asking questions. And my main goal is my main goal is to see healthy men. I think that's because once we show up and be who we supposed to be, now the family is coming together. Now we're really healed. Our hearts are healed. Now we don't heal the little boy now. Now we're not.
at?
Now we
Right.
don't see people. See the men in jail. We don't see them in prison. We don't see they don't deal with the heart. And and I feel like I'm a voice for men in a way because like we've been silent for so long, man. Like it not even saying because society want to try to mute us. Sometimes in our relationships, they want to mute us, and then sometimes we have relationships with each other with men, and it's kind of like these relationships are affecting us in a way. Now we silent, we can't talk, we can't be who we want to be, and we want to show up different, but at the same time, you gotta do the work on you first. You got to do the work on you, and my goal is to see healed men, and my quote is heal men,
Okay.
heal men. And the same thing with women. Heal women, heal women. But like I said, it's for men, especially dealing with their mental health side of things. Like I said, bro, even if you gotta go to a therapist, you gotta do what you gotta do to be the best version of you because once you show up, the things that you want is you're gonna attract it. I'm telling you, like I've been in places where I'm like, yo, how am I attracting these? Just started coming to me. Like even with the podcast, like talking to you, coming up here. Like, I never knew this that I dreamed it and I believed it and I wrote it down. It was like I didn't think this would come to pass, but it's coming. It's like I'm in it. Like I'm literally living it. Like even I might not be doing something big drastic, but I'm still changing lives and impacting people. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's the dream. And that's me to add value to men and continue. The thing I want to say right now to my men, I'm gonna say y'all got it. Y'all are powerful men. Y'all great. Y'all talented. Y'all gifted. So keep going. Keep doing what you do. I know sometimes they don't feel like it. I know sometimes they're going to tell you that you can't do it, but I want to tell you, you are enough to be the best man you can be, the best version you can be, and keep showing up. That's the thing. You got to keep showing up, no matter what society say, no matter what other people say about you. If they talk about you, if they stab you in the back, remember you got it. You got it. I'm telling you, you got it. Ain't nobody can tell you that, but I'm telling you today that you got. I'm telling you, love. You are cared for. You are who you're supposed to be. Don't worry about everybody else because you being the best version of you, that's value. You're going to add value to your family. You're going to add value to your friends. You're going to add value to your business. Whatever you have going on, you got it. Don't let nobody tell you. I'm telling you, I've been there. Even when it comes to anxiety, depression, you deal with it, but you can handle it because remember, God put it on your shoulders for a reason because He knew that you can handle it. You can handle it. So you can't work. You making that million, that's your million. That's gonna save your family life. They're gonna save people in your life. You're helping them, and then you adding value to them. I'm telling you, you're gonna keep getting blessed. You're gonna keep getting rewarded. So, man, you got it. I'm telling you, you got it. Just get that mind straight. Once you get that mind straight, come see me. I got you. I got you. All right, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I gotta end it on that gem. I can't top that. I can't come behind that, brother.
Drop mic.
Drop mic. All right, man. Anybody out there, follow my man on the Instagram, on the Facebook, Jonathan Mayo. Jonathan
Yes.
Mayo Speaks, CEO of Speak Life to Me. I want to thank you for coming on today, and I salute you. Success at everything that you do from here on out.
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me be up here. Thank you.
Yes,
Pleasure.
sir. You have a great night.
All right.